is a nice gravel base under this. It's hard to tell in the video. This is a hard-packed gravel, so they have actually cut a driveway back into it. And it is raised. It is raised up off of the bed of the woods here just a little bit. Looks like maybe 24 inches or so up off of the floor of the forest. Some heavier rocks put down for stability to keep it from possibly wearing away or washing away or whatever. There's some larger boulders. And this is a decent sized parking spot. Back here it goes a couple of different directions. Looks like they've got a picnic table out here under a tarp. And looks like a path that goes back to the creek. And just in general, looking at the lay of the woods back here, it's not completely level, not quite as level as the neighboring 2.5 acres, but it's not, I wouldn't even call it rolling. It's almost completely flat. Alright, let's go back here and walk down this trail.
Unidentified poopy. We don't want it.
And look who's hiding in the woods.
Ah!
It's Share Bear.
Share Bear. It's not bear poopy because it doesn't have berries, but it's some kind of poopy.
I hear the water.
Yeah, the banks are higher, but there is a spot to get down to it.
Yeah, I noticed back there by the parking spot, it's not quite as level as the other lot, but it is pretty flat.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually really peaceful and quiet back here. Watch out for the poopy up there.
Oh, that looks like nice. Some horse poopy.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Horse poopy.
Few mature trees, a lot of scrub. Looks like it could be cleared fairly easily. Okay, going to the bank.
You see down here? There's like a bunch of rocks down there with on the creek bed that you could walk down to. It's just kind of steep. And there's a little creek. possibly there.
Yeah, looks like a little
Mm-hmm.
a little feeder creek comes in off of that way, feeds into the
Yeah,
main creek here.
for overflow, which is good.
Yeah, and we're a little higher than that 2.5 acres up off of the
Yeah.
creek here. We're about 10 feet up off the creek at this point. Looking down.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit more rustic. Private.
Yep, really, really nice. It almost sounds like a little waterfall back through there. I can't quite see it. Some kind of water churning back in there. Alright, I'm going to step down by the edge of the water and look up in there. Yeah, here I am at the creek level, obviously. And there's a little bit of fast water running up in there. I like it. Alright, here's the bottom side of this little feeder creek. It's just barely damp. It kind of wraps up through that way. And then up about 8 or 10 feet is up on the level where the construction would take place. So this land, this 5 acres, actually has a little more character to it than that 2.5. That 2.5 was just pretty well completely tabletop flat from the road back to the creek. And this one does roll just a little bit, have a little bit of character here with the creek running through it, or with the this little tributary feeding it. Really, really nice. And I'm walking back up towards the parking spot in the road, and look what's on me here. Pretty cool. Looks like somebody's marked out the trail to go back here with some little yellow flags. See, about every 20 feet or so they've got a little flag marking the path. Alright, almost back to the driveway area. Just taking a roundabout of generally out of the woods here. There's Sherry bringing the pack back down here. All right, now we're at the trail going back to the river or the creek, and back on the drive, and back out to the gate. And as you can see, we can see the gate right there, and the road is right there behind it.